Good morning, everyone. My name is Shola Jani from the School of Consulting. I welcome you to this cohort, the online cohort for November 2025. I've lost count of the cohorts now that we have been doing since 2019. So I'm very glad to have you. A few more people will be joining us as the class progresses. Please be mindful that we are recording the class in terms of what we do. Let's be mindful that we are recording the class. So welcome once again, everyone. I'm going to be introducing myself as the training starts, but I want you to introduce yourself very briefly. So for those who are joining us, they're going to meet us introducing ourselves anyway. So I've got Mohammed trying to join as well. So Mohammed, welcome. So if I may start with Nana Sambru, if you'd like to introduce yourself, who you are, and what you do. Please, a short introduction of who you are and what you do, and why you're on this training. Why are you on this training, and what do you hope to take away from the training? Sam Drew.
Okay. Good morning to you all. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, sir.
Hello.
We can hear you.
Okay. Good morning to you all. My name is Sam Brew. I'm a food technologist, process engineer. That's what I do now. I've been in the food industry for the past 30 years. I've been around. I've worked in various multinationals in and outside Ghana. And I have 3 years now to go on retirement, and I'm opting for an early retirement, and I want to share my knowledge and use it to support industries in Ghana. So I'm taking up this consultancy course so that I can understand what it takes to really work as a consultant, what I expect to take out of this after this course is that I'll know exactly how to charge for a consultancy, and I'll know exactly how to deal with the various clients and impact them in the maximum possible way. So briefly, this is, and then I also hope to build a network, and so that I can interact with my colleagues, and then we work together as a team. So this is briefly who I am and what I'm expecting. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Sam, for that. Let me go to Kofi Asante. Mr. Kofi, please tell us who you are, your background, and why you're here. What you hope to take away from the training.
Good morning to you all. I am Kofi Asante Ninakwa, and my background is in finance, specifically in the public sector of Ghana. I'm also a passionate farmer, and I will be retiring the next 10 years, trying to see how I can transform myself into a consultant with the knowledge that I've gained both in the public service, in the finance, and also in the agri industry. Thank you very much.
I'm having a conference. Yeah, I'm having a conference. Please, conference meeting.
Okay, thank you so much, Kofi. Thank you for that introduction. May I ask all of us to mute our microphone if you are not speaking? Please mute your microphone when you are not speaking. So, Kofi, thank you very much. Let me go to Joseph. Joseph, could you introduce yourself, who you are, why you are here, and what you hope to take away? Joseph, I can't hear you. Unmute your mic, please. Okay, Joseph.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my name is Joseph Noridin. I'm a Liberian who living in Ghana. My main area is mechanical engineering. I have a lot of experience in logging, mechanical, civil engineering too, road construction. So my main aim joining this group is to acquire a good knowledge so I can become a good consultant in various areas to help my nation.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Thank you for being part of the training. Let me go to Mohammed. Mohammed Al-Hassan. Mr. Mohammed, good morning. Thank you for joining the training. Kindly introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and why you're here.
Yes, as you mentioned, my name is Mohammed Al-Hassan Gomda, a Ghanaian. I have a BSc in computer science, and then civil engineering, and then MBA, and then project management. I've been a contractor, a civil contractor since 1998. And with my experience, though I'm not a consultant, I've been advising people as to how to do their new contractors, as to how to go about in the industry and all that. So with all this, I decided to join this program to finally retire as a consultant into civil works. I've already, currently I have about 5 companies, and one of them is a consulting firm. So that's why I've joined this program.
Okay, thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being part of the training. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you too.
Okay, let's go to Mr. Babatunde Olajide. Mr. Olajide, can you introduce yourself, please? Olajide.
Okay, yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, my name is Babatunde Olajide. I'm an architect by training, and I work in the public sector in Nigeria. I'm also a certified project manager, certified by the PMI. I've been in the public sector for upward of over 22 years, and I've also worked in the private sector. Just a little after my training in architecture was completed. Having worked in the public sector and acquired quite a number of experiences, and also having traveled far and wide, I think I've developed a passion in imparting my knowledge to people, to the coming generation behind, and also to be a kind of builder, a role model builder, and all that. So, and this is what informs my desire to go into consulting. I've never been in it really. I think the earliest time I was in consulting was when I was in the private sector, but then I was a pupil architect then, and I was working under a boss. So, but it's my desire and my passion to be a consultant, train people in the area of leadership, in the area of management, and particularly project management. Going by the experience I've acquired in the public sector over the years. So this is why I'm here. Actually, I have less than about 2 years to retire. Wow. And that's why it becomes necessary for me to join a school like this, so that I'm properly schooled and adequately prepared to know what to do, know the rudiments, how to navigate, what to charge, how to prepare myself, so that on venturing out, I will not venture into the wrong place or venture in a manner that will not be helpful to me. So that's why I'm joining the school.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much for that comprehensive brief. Thank you for joining the class, sir. Do apologize. You were meant to have joined the Abuja physical class, but that did not hold. So thanks for the patience. All right, let me go to Vivian. Vivian Oko. Vivian, are you there? Madam Vivian, are you there?
Yes. I am here.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for joining.
My name is.
Would you like to introduce yourself, who you are, what you do, and why you are here?
My name is Vivian Okoth, and I come from Kenya. I've been working as a community development practitioner for so many years now in the NGO sector, and I have I've been working with women and youth and children, and so I have different skills in regards to project management, project design, policy analysis, gender mainstreaming and analysis. And this, I have realized that I have quite varied skills that I believe that through this training, I'll be able to identify my niche.
Okay.
And also be able to know how to establish a consultancy firm, how to identify my clients, and even how to align so that I am more of a professional or an expert in a specific area. I think this training will also enable me know what more do I need in terms of expertise. How do I make myself how do I make myself an expert in a certain area, and which area is marketable? And yes, thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you, Vivian, for joining the training. Thank you. We've got Peter trying to join. Okay, let's go to Mr. Deoti. Mr. Deoti, are you there?
Mr. Yes, I am.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Good morning. Yourself. Yes, sir.
Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Babatunde Olubumi Adeoti. I'm from Nigeria. By background, I have my first degree in accounting. I have my second degree in finance. I'm a UK certified chartered accountant. And then I've had over 24 years banking experience, which ranges from retail banking, corporate banking, and commercial banking. And I retired from banking October last year, and then to set up ASCO Consulting. And then, we commenced operation June this year. And also, by way of certification, I'm also a fellow of the Institute of Management Consultants of Nigeria, and we're certified management consultants. So coming for this training, it was just for me to broaden my knowledge and to also, learn more about, because I've kind of identified consulting as a knowledge-based institution. There's nothing called knowing too much. It's always good to compare notes with others so as to be able to be better in what you do. That's why I'm here. Thank you.
Fantastic, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure to have you join the class. We have a very rich class, and I believe that we would all learn from each other. Thank you so much, sir. Peter, are you on now? Peter Bimpe.
Yes, I am. Good morning.
Peter, good morning. We are introducing ourselves. So tell us who you are, what you do, and why you're here.
Okay, so my name is Peter Bimpe, a Ghanaian by birth. I work with MTN Ghana.
Okay.
I've been working for the telecom industry for the past 16 years, from the fast-moving consumer industry, Unilever Ghana. And so my specialty is into sales and commercial activities. Currently, I'm the senior manager for MTN Ghana, commercial for Southern Eastern regions. I hold a master's degree in marketing from the Central University of Ghana, and also a certified business analyst. So basically, that is me. I'm here to pick up a new knowledge because I have some few years ahead of me to retire. And I believe the knowledge acquired over the years, especially within the sales environment, I want to position myself very well to be able to share those knowledge and also consult for other people by way of impacting. Thank you.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you, Peter, for joining us. Okay, we might have other people join us as we go on. So we're going to start the training now. Can I just say that please, effectively from next week, we're going to start at 10:05. So we have a 5 minutes grace. In any case, we are recording the training, so we will not be waiting for people to join the class. It's understandable. This is the first class, and then people are trying to join in and all of that. Please make a note of the link you have used today. That will be the link that we're going to use throughout the training. We're not changing links. So you don't need a new link next week to join the class. So make a note of this link. That will be the link that we're going to be using throughout. So yes, basically my name is Shola Ajani. I run the School of Consulting, and we've been doing this since 2019. I'm going to do a little more introduction, but I'm just saying briefly here. I was a consultant in the UK, and I think for me, this is almost like my semi-retirement plan in terms of training people on how to become consultants. Again, because there's a gap in the market anyway, and one of the things you're going to take away from our training is what you do is not based on sentiments. It is based on the market needs. If there's a gap, no matter what you're going to do, if there's no gap or there's no need for it in the market, it won't sell. So it's important that we make note of that. If that's one first principle that you're going to take away from this training, let it be that. Be guided by the market demands, where the gaps are. So that's one of the key principles that we communicate in the training. So we've been doing this since 2019, and we must have trained over 400 participants. And so we have a group. If you're not in that group, let me know. It's called the Consultants Network. It's almost like the alumni for the school. So anyone that has gone through the training, we add them to the network. And that network is to learn, relearn, and unlearn. I mean, just to network with other people and see what the opportunities are. So I'm going to be sharing my slides. I'm going to do a lot of talking today. Please, if you have any question at any point in time you wish to ask, please ask me. I don't mind being interrupted when I'm training. I really don't mind. So please, you can always interject or find a way of passing your question across. Okay, so please confirm you can see my screen. Kindly confirm you can see my screen.
Yes, please.
Fantastic. All right. Okay, so what we are starting today is a training called Certificate in Consulting Practice.
I can see.
Yes, I can see.
Okay, we can mute our mics now. We can mute our mic. Please, let's mute our mics. Let's mute our mics. Peter, please mute your mic so there are no interferences. Mute your mics, please. Let's mute all our mics. Thank you. Fantastic. Brilliant. But like I said, feel free to mute your mic, and if you need to answer any question, I don't mind. So we're starting what we call the Certificate in Consulting Practice. It's a program that we've been running for the past 6 years now. Just like someone has mentioned, I think it was Mr. Adeoti. I'm a member of the Institute of Management Consultant Nigeria, also affiliated to the Global Institute, the Certified Management Consultancy. Got 25 years experience, even more, consulting globally. So we started the School of Consulting in 2019, and the aim was basically to provide training because of the limited access to consulting training and certification in Africa. Unless you work for the big 4 accountancy firms or you do an MBA, it's very difficult to become a consultant. People transit and become a consultant just based on their experience. And the truth of the matter is very limited in terms of becoming a very effective consultant just based on your experience. There are structures, there are techniques, there are models that we use in consulting. So we'll look at all of that. So I'm the chairman of the Board of Governance. We have a Board of Governance of the School of Consulting, and I'm also the director of program.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
You are breaking from my side so much.
Is anybody else experiencing that? I want to know whether it's your local network.
Yes, you did break from my side too.
Yes, you did break from my side too.
Okay. Okay. All right. Let me.
Yeah, that was a small break from my side too.
Okay. Good. Let me do this. Can we switch off our video, please? Let's switch off our video. Switch off video. Let's try and conserve bandwidth. Okay. Now, I hope the network would allow us, and I will speak slowly as much as possible, but I'm recording it. So if there's anything that is missed, we can always capture it in the recording. I think it's a network issue. So, so basically, the School of Consulting was set up for the following reasons: to create access to consulting or a consulting career, provide quality training, provide continuous professional development in consulting, and then for people who are looking at the future in consulting, who want to transition to consulting after a successful career. And then finally, for those already practicing consulting who are looking at positioning themselves and securing market leadership in consulting. So those are the 5 reasons why we are motivated to set up the School of Consulting. So our training covers all these 5 areas as well. So yes, we were established in the UK. We award what we call the certificate in consulting practice. And we're very, very proud of those that we have trained and who hold our certificates. Yeah. So about the school, we've done more than 24 cohorts, over 400 training now. We have a 3-part structure that we adopt in the training. We deliver the training, and then we also do mentoring, and we will help with consulting setup. Okay. I'll talk about Parker at some point, but I'm just trying to summarize as much as possible. We have a lot of resources in the school. We have slides, we have materials, we have a YouTube page that's dedicated to every class. There are assignments, they're going to be reading materials, we have videos, we have templates, and we have the toolkits. Okay. And we have a few recommended texts that we use for the training. So I'm going to be sharing a few recommended texts with us that we can use for the training, that we need for the training. So some are already uploaded, so you can always see those texts that we have uploaded. So a lot of resources that we're going to be sending your way. These are some of the materials that we're going to be using. Again, we're going to be sending this your way as well. There's a particular text that we are using. It's called the Management Consulting, a Guide to the Profession. This is in your resource area. So all of these materials are in the resource area. So we talk about the benefit of the training. Like I said, you have all these slides, so I'm not just going to read it verbatim. Some class rules, timing. We're going to be very strict on timing. We're going to be starting at 10:05. We're recording these sessions, and so at 10:05 we're starting. There are going to be assignments, and we expect people to be as prompt as possible, attend all classes. And if you're not attending, there's always a video to watch. So in terms of the training is in 3 parts. We have the modular training, we have the experiential, and then we help in the business setup. That's a three-part structure that we have. Okay, so let me go to, so please ignore this. Let me go to the different modules we're looking at. So our first module is understanding consulting. We'll use our first module to understand consulting. Module 2, we will look at consulting competencies. What are the skills? What are the knowledge that you need as a consultant? So we'll look at module 3, consulting business models, how you can set up your consulting business. Module 4 is consulting services and products. There we'll look at, and then we'll also look at how to sell consulting, how to sell consulting services. There's what we call consulting marketing. And then how do we secure consulting assignments is our module 6. How do you secure consulting assignments? How do you manage and how do you deliver consulting assignments? So these are the individual modules that we're looking at. And then how do you manage a consulting practice? And I think there's a module 10. How do you grow your consulting business? So basically, those are the 10 modules. Let me go over the 10 modules again. So module 1 is understanding consulting. What is consulting? That's module 1. That's what we're looking at. Module 2 is consulting competencies, the skills, the knowledge that you need as a consultant. Module 3 is different consulting business models, how you can set up your consulting business, the different models, how you can make money from consulting, basically. Then module 4, consulting services and products. We're very strong on developing consultants with products. Now, some consultants are the ones, there's some consultants that wait and they are competing for work, which is fine. But we train people at the School of Consulting we train people to become self-sufficient consultants, that you have enough work, you have enough materials to keep you busy. So you're not relying on, as your consultant is not until somebody gives you a job. So we're very strong on that. We call it the entrepreneurial consultant. That's module 4. And then module 5 is how do you sell your consulting services? How do you sell consulting? Again, this is a very key skill. Some people are very good in the processes, in the knowledge, but they're not very good in selling. So how do you sell consulting services? And then module 6 is how do you secure consulting services? Module 7, how do you manage consulting assignments? Once you secure consulting assignments, you need to manage it. There's some things you need to put in place before you start the consulting service delivery itself. So what are those processes? Excuse me. And then module 8 is how do you deliver consulting assignments? Module 9 is how do you manage a consulting practice and how do you grow a consulting business? So we've divided this into three parts. So the first part is part 1, which is understanding consulting. So the first part is understanding consulting and is made up of 3 modules. Module 1, module 2, module 3. Sorry, module 1 and 2, actually. So for part 2 is consulting business, and that is made up of the business model, service and products, and marketing. So the part 3 is consulting management. That is made up of securing consulting assignments, managing consulting assignments, consulting service delivery. And I think module 8, how to deliver consulting assignments and all of that. Okay. Any question? I don't mind taking questions now before we go into the training. I don't mind taking questions. Anyone who has any question, anything you like to? Yep. Vivian.
Can I go?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yeah. I know that there are people who are just setting up or will be setting up like myself. And I know there will be a need to understand also the legal framework around registration and yes, validating your firm. So I think, I don't know where that will be, but I think it's something necessary, and also now I see most of us here are not from Kenya. I'm the only one from Kenya, but it would be good for me to understand the legal framework.
Yes. When we do the one-on-one mentoring, we will cover that, because the one-on-one mentoring is made relative to you. It's not generic. So when we get to the one-to-one mentoring, we will cover that aspect. And there's another lady from Kenya, Nancy. Nancy is from Kenya. She's yet to join. So you have two people. And then you have a Kenyan mentor who will put you through how you can register as a consultant in Kenya. Okay. All right. Any other question, please? Any other question? Okay, let me show you. Okay, Vivian, good. Let me show us how to access the resource area, which is something that we have spent a lot of time trying to do before the training. Okay, so this is the school's website. Your resource area is very, very important. Yeah, this is the school website. You can access the resource area from the login here, but we made it easier by creating access via the menu. So you can access the resource area from the menu. You go to resources. There's a menu button there, resources. I have clicked on it, and it takes you straight to the resource area, provided you are registered and have been approved. This is how to access the resource area. So if you are not registered or it was your first time, you won't be able to access it like that. Let me log out and show us. So I'm already logged out. If I go to the resource area while being logged out, okay, I'm not sure it will allow me in. Yeah, good. So I've gone to the resource area on the menu, and I'm going to be confronted with this page. So first time you're logging in, you want to access the resource area, you're going to be confronted with this page. So the first thing to do is to sign up with your email. Sign up with your email. That's the first thing you do. And once you've signed up with your email and you have been approved, the next time you come in, once you have your approval, the next time you come in, you don't need to sign up anymore. You don't need to sign up. The next time you come in, you would see on your home page, the home page, you will see on your home page, you can see that Hello Ajani Shola, that's on your home page. So if you click on the drop down on your home page and go to my subscriptions, and you only need to do this once. So once you've done that, you go to my subscriptions, it will take you to your subscriptions. I needed to go to my resources actually. So we've moved resources here. Let me go back. So once you've logged in, then you can go to resources. Yeah, once you've logged in and your name is shown here, just go straight to resources. And you can see I have accessed the resources straight away. So these are the resources. So here, School of Consulting resources, you click on that. And that will open up and you can see materials here that you can use. These are materials that you can use. In the course of the training, we're going to be adding more resources to that. But for the benefit of the fact that we are there now, I want to share two of the most important resources in all of this. And it's the consulting toolkit. These first two, consulting toolkit and the ILO management consulting book. These are very, very important resources you're going to need. The ILO management book, this book I'm trying to open now, is over 900 pages. It's over 900 pages. I can see 927 pages on management consulting, a guide to the profession. So you have a copy, you have your e-copy, and it covers a lot of what we're going to be talking about what we need in terms of as consultants. So the part one looks at management consulting in perspective. That's the part one. And then the part two, it goes to consulting processes. Consulting process, how to enter, how to diagnose problems, how to plan action, how to implement. So please, you need this book, a very, very important book. Consulting in various areas of management, strategic, general management, consulting in IT, consulting in financial management. It covers several areas where if you want to focus in a particular area, consulting in marketing, consulting in e-business, consulting in operation management, consulting in HR, consulting in knowledge management. It's very, very comprehensive. Consulting on productivity and performance improvement, consulting in total quality management, consulting in company transformation. So outsourcing, business process engineering, mergers and acquisition, changing organizational structure, privatization, how to go about all of that. Consulting in the social role, CSR. Just CSR there is an emerging area. Consulting for small business, consulting for the informal sector, or maybe some people call it non-governmental organizations. Consulting for the public sector. So it covers many different areas. The part 4 looks at how do you manage a consulting firm. That's the part 4. How do you manage your marketing, your assignments, quality control, operations, knowledge management? How do you develop consultants? I mean, very, very, it's highly recommended. So you have that material in your at your disposal. Another important material that you have, you find very useful. I'll go to that now. Okay, sorry, I shouldn't have come out of here. Another important material you'll find is, how do I go back on me? I want to go back. I want to go back. Yeah, resources. It's consulting toolkits. Okay, somebody's left a comment. Consulting in organization development, resource mobilization for policy framework is all there. Is all there, Vivian. So another important toolkit you need is another important resource that you need here is the consulting toolkit. I'm going to open that and share with us what is there. The consulting toolkit. Most of the time, what we do in consulting is determined by frameworks, consulting models. And there are a lot of frameworks and models out there that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. 50 of the most versatile and value-adding tools used by world-leading business analysts, transformation experts, and management consultants. So you find a lot of these tools very relevant and useful as a consultant. Business performance analysis, how is a business performing? How you can help a business perform better. Future state design. So a business is in the present state, and then you want to design a future state for that business. How do you do that? And that is transformation. Then how do you plan the transformation? Most times people need a consultant because they want to move from where they are to where they want to be. So where they want to be is a future state. How do you design it? And then how do you implement that transformation? Going from one point to the other. How do you change? How do you navigate that change? How do you plan it? And then how do you implement it? That's the execution. A lot of us have project management experience, which is good. A consultant must have these three skills: project management, change management, and team management. So a lot of tools are here that can help us in that regard. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. These tools are there: SWOT analysis, benchmarking assessment templates, business diagnosis. Each of these two fulfills different, a specific function in consulting. So this is a very, very powerful material that you're going to have. These are the 50 tools, and it looks at each one and explains what each tool is. So for instance, the accelerated SWOT analysis, it tells us what it does, and then it also tells you how to use it. I like this material. It tells us what it is, when to use it, and why you use it, and then much more how to use it. This is the how to use it. So for every of those 50 toolkits, you don't just have the toolkit. It also shows you how to use it, okay? So each of the 50 toolkits, benchmarking, assessment templates, how do you, benchmarking is comparing like for like. So maybe you have a client that wants to, you want to basically analyze where the client is in the market vis-a-vis other organizations. So maybe you have two banking clients and you want to analyze where one banking client is, maybe in relation to the banking, the market leader. You can use this tool as a benchmarking assessment template. Where are you now? And then where can you be based on looking at the different indices in the industry based on other players. So what it is, when to use it, why to use it, and then how to use it. So you can see the how to use it. So all of these 50, please, these are very powerful tools that are available to you. 234 pages of these materials. And then there are also several other materials there for us that we can avail ourselves to. I'm going to be referring to it as we go along with the training. Okay. Any question, please? Any question, any comments before we move on? Jennifer, good to have you. We've done our introductions. At some points, we'll ask you to introduce yourself. So any question, please, so far? Any question?
Okay.
Any question, any comments? Okay, we're good so far. Fantastic. Okay. All right. I want to...
Hello, excuse me, Shola, I have a question.
Okay, please go ahead.
I was just trying to unmute my mic. I've just opened the site. I can't find the information you are talking about. I can't find it there. Is it loaded there now or to be done later?
It is there now, sir. It is there now.
Okay, then I've been to the wrong place. So I'll try again and then I'll get back.
After the training, I can take you through it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But as I said, it's very simple. It's very simple, actually. Maybe because I'm used to it, I'm saying it's simple. But the first thing you need really is you need to be at the home page of the website.
Yeah.
Home page of the website. I'm trying to go back there now. So you need to be here. Okay? You need to be here. So can you see this this red logo, this red button?
Yes.
And does you have your name next to it?
Yes.
Good. Then you go to resources.
Okay, there's a drop-down menu and then
no, leave that. What your name is showing. What's showing there?
It's showing okay, book now and then contact.
No. What's showing here? You can see what I'm showing you. What's showing?
Yeah, it's my name.
What is showing? What is showing?
My email address is showing there.
Good. Then you just go to resources. That means you are logged in. You go to resources, you click on resources, it takes you straight here. Okay?
Okay, let me do it again.
Okay, so try it and then we can always take it from there after the training. Is that okay?
Okay, that's fine. Thank you.
Okay, good.
All right.
So let's go back to, there's a comment here. Any comments? Okay, there's a new comment. Post it on the chat. Okay, that's fine. I need to move on now. I can always help people one-on-one. Please, let's move on. We've got so much to cover. Okay. So basically, I'm going to start the training now, and then please feel free to stop me at any time if there are any things that you need clarification on. Now, let's start with this. So let's start with trying to define consulting. Please, let's listen carefully. If you have a good grasp